What's up, folks? This is Omar Hosea, servant. Got my Homeland Security t-shirt on with us as the security. More power. This is about this video I wanted to share with you guys about the Magi. In the Bible, when you was kids, it said 3 wise kings. But when you read and study what these 3 wise kings are, you get this in the dictionary. Hopefully I can get it in a better light so y'all can see it. So I'm going to try to beam this on here. And it looks like this. If I can get my big head out the way. Where is it at? Over this way. Where it says Magi. Alright. And let's try and get it a little better. Here we go. That's the definition of Magi. And I'm going to read it to you because in the early translation of 3 wise kings, not the British or the American version when they say 3 wise kings, but the original Greek, Latin version, as well as the Arabic version, which says that Magi or Magus is the priestly caste in ancient Media and Persia, supposedly having occult powers. Number 2, it says in the Bible, the 3 wise men from the east who came bearing gifts to the infant, according to their language, Jesus, but it's really Yeshua. And you can find it in Matthew chapter 2, verse 1 through 13. Then it goes down to magician, of Magi to magical. Then you get magician again, one of Magi, 2, at hand of Magi, 3, magician, wizard. Then you get Magianism, the philosophy or doctrines of the Magi. Magic from Greek, the magic supply, tichne, art, the magic art, sorcery for magikos, of the Magi, for magoi, the Magi or priests of the Medes and Persian skilled in sorcery. The pretended art of producing effects or controlling events by charms, spells, and rituals supposed to govern certain natural or supernatural forces, sorcery, witchcraft. So in Deuteronomy, it says do not get involved with these people. So Nimrod was part of this thing. Canaan, Cush, all the Babylonians. Then birth come out of this, which y'all call Egypt, with all their sun god worshiping and all their magic spells. And then after David, may he rest in heaven, Solomon took up many wives who practiced these things and came up with a star, because Magi in the Bible says that they was astrologers. So they used the star of David, called star, and put David, the file David on that star. And so now we got astrology. And so what that have to do with today's day and age? Well, in the book of Obadiah, we're going to take you to the scripture first before we bring it home to this earth. It says that in this Bible, I'll let you see that. Let's let you get that here. You can read it yourself in Obadiah. And it says that to make your home in the heights, who you say to yourself, who can bring me down to the ground, though you soar like the eagle and make your nest among the stars. From there I will bring you down. Scripture, book of Obadiah. So we get these 2 books to confirm scripture. And it's in the dictionary. Magi, wise men, astrologers, because they want to go up in the stars. Eat them. Then we have in the Torah, as you see here, I have the Torah. And it says that Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn. and Heth, and the Jebusites, the Ammonites, and the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Achalites, and the Sinites, the Arvadites, the Zemarites, and the Hamithites, and afterward the clans of Canaan is spread out. The original Canaanite territory extended from Sidon as far as Gerar, near Gaza, as far as Sodom and Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim, near Lasha. And these are the descendants of Ham according to their clans and languages by their lands and nations. So now we have 3 confirmations right here. 1, 2, 3. That Ham seed is the Edom and Esau, the Magi, the sorcerers, the Gentiles, the generation or the genealogy or the genos who covered up. That's what we call Gentile, generations of coverers or generations of talismen, because you need to know mathematics or geometry in order to put 12-inch square tile in its place to make a geometric form, what we call talisman. And so when you put tiles and you get the masonries and the square and the compass, you need the circumference of the floor in order to lay this tile. So you have Gentiles. And here's what he told us that Nimrod was the thief and the warmonger of his time. That's why he was called a great man or a great hunter, because he hunted us. He hunted the Shemites. You say, well, how is that so? Because in these same places, we have the Hebrew Israelites going to Babylon and being enslaved and being hunted and chased, and where children was being killed too. Then we go to Egypt, and all the Hebrew children was being killed, and that's why they had to hide Moses in a mini ark or a mini basket and send him down the river. And the compassion of the queen or the princess, not the Pharaoh, but the king's daughter, picked up Moses out the Nile River. So we see the correlations of why they were trying to destroy the Hebrew Israelites or the Hebrews. Then as you go into the scripture about the prophets, that they were all hunted down and killed and murdered, because the Messiah wrote that here you hunted down all the messengers of the Most High, the elect people, and you killed them for sport. But also in the story of the birth of the Messiah, it says that the Magi, if I can find that real quick for you, it's in Matthew something, the birth of the Messiah. It said that it was said that the Magi had came to kill, because Herod had sent out an order throughout all Judea to kill all the firstborn Hebrew males. So if you look at the scenario from Samaria, they chased us and killed our babies. To Samaria, they killed us and chased our baby and killed us, looking for our firstborn babies. In Egypt, they did that. In Africa, they did that. In Rome, they did that. In France, they did that. All of Europe, they did that. And now in America, our kids are being murdered before they're even born, or before they can even become of age of 35, by drugs, institutions, death, video, and these other things. And so when some of you guys who so-called themselves black Hebrew Israelites and the white man's this and white man's that, you have to go back to Samaria. And the father of this problem, his name is Ham. And he did not chastise his son Canaan, because here goes the albino. You see, down there's the name. Thank you, Master York, for your photos and for your hard work that we may put this thing together. So that's the original white man right there, with the afro or whatever. Because I have a cousin who is an albino who looks exactly like him. Do I not stop loving her? No. But we understand the history behind her pale skin. And so so now that the melanin has been genetically removed by the Most High, so now you have these pale-skinned people with long hair and straight hair and hollow hair. And so you have to ask yourself, why am I being submit myself, my spirit, and my teachings and my knowledge of my children to this pale-skinned race who the Most High genetically took their melanin out of? Right here. Canaan, the son of Ham, and Hamites. And so we got that proof there. But also, you know, and they're still chasing us to this very day. Because you read, as I read to you in the book of Obadiah, where it says Edom and Esau, because you have chased and disrespected your brother, defamed your brother, and you have sought out to kill your brother, I will bring you down. So anything that comes out the albino DNA or the albino hands will be destroyed. Even the pale-skinned European or white man. All that he does from his father, which is Canaan, the albino, will be destroyed and taken down because it's defective. His genome is defective. That's why we call them Gentiles. Gentile is not the color of the skin or whatever. Gentile is the removal of the DNA and the RNA of your melanin. And so because of that chastisement, you became a generation of tellers who cover the truth. Like a carpenter, because I'm a carpenter by blood, by trade. My dad is a carpenter, and his family was carpenters. And so I used to lay tile. And so whenever I see a dirty floor, whatever, I scrape it, clean it up, and I cover up the original floor, because the original floor was made of wood. You see what I'm saying? And so I get a machine, I scrape up the old tile and put new tile down if it was made of concrete. And so that's what Gentiles do. And then their friends called the reptiles, they represent the life of a Gentile and their mathematics. And so they help cover up by representing that what the Gentile had done. And so you have a lot of layers to peel back in order to get to the foundation of the truth. And so we have another book here in the Quran. I got this, what you call a digest. I'm trying not to run out of time here because on my phone you can only get chit-chat for so many minutes. But we have another thing too, where you look up they've been hunting the elect. And then also we hook this up too before I run out of time. Now, if the Bible is not confirming Edom, and the Bible is not confirming Canaan about going up to the stars, then why do we have a organization called NASA who's looking at the stars, putting satellites up there, and why do they want to go to Mars, Jupiter, and all these things? And they're pale skin. They're albinos. They're genetic defects. Not because I say so that I hate them, because I don't. But the truth is, they're genetic defects, and so because they're not from this earth, they want to leave this earth. And so they're up in the stars in the heavens, and they created a system called NASA. And then what confirms that is Sidonian Codex. Cydonian Codex. And they're making a connection between the Moors, Mars, and that dude Martian with his 39,000 P22 modulator. You know, he's going to blow up the earth, you know. That's why he always do that. And then to confirm all that, look up the Hammurabi Code. And then look up the law of Nimrod. And that will tie all this together. And then you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, no wonder you don't talk about Shem. No wonder you don't talk about Japheth. No wonder you don't talk about the wife of Noah, who was Emezra. And no wonder you don't talk about Dibak, the Moroccan Moors. You know, why not? And then you have a space program called Apollo, which is the imagery program from NASA, who are astrologers, who's also considered wise because they can tell you about the stars and the lasers and all that. So you put this thing together and get back at me. And should I keep speaking or should I walk in silence? This is Omar Hosea, the servant, saying more power to the people. And may Most High find y'all diligent hard at work. Peace.